Someone's yelling behind you. You turn around, you look over, they're pointing at the ground at one of your coworkers who's laying on the ground in a pool of their own blood. What would you do? I'll tell you what I did. Next. Hi, I'm Ted, and this is Leadership 101. Well, that actually happened to me. It's a true story. We were visiting a customer, one of my coworkers and I. He happened to be working for me. We went in to look at some equipment on the floor at one of our customers' factories. Very large facility. I remember arriving there just as we were waiting. My coworker and I were talking about, hey, where do you want to go for lunch afterwards, and so forth. Very normal day. So we got in there, we walked to the back of the plant with the customer as an escort. We went and reviewed the equipment. It was very loud in there. I remember being quite loud and wearing earplugs and of course all the other safety glasses and such. And at the end of the review on the floor in the factory, I remember catching my coworker's eyes and saying, did you get what you needed? Do you have what you want? Do we need any more pictures? And so forth. And he gave me the thumbs up. And we turned to leave. I remember pairing up with the customer representative, and we started walking out with my coworker behind us, and we were heading towards the front door. It was a good, 4 or 5 minute walk. And as we were walking, it was quite loud. I remember leaning in to hear what the customer was saying, and I was trying to ask questions and so forth about the project at hand. And just as about the time we were getting to the exit door to go into the lobby area from the factory, I hear yelling from behind me. Looking over, I see one of the factory workers pointing at the ground and pointing at my friend laying on the concrete floor in a pool of his own blood. I obviously rushed over to him, and I remember telling him, hey, come on, let's go, it's time to go. He didn't respond, of course, but and by this time, somebody from the company we were visiting came over, was obviously trained in first response, and he started administering CPR. I remember sort of stepping back in a daze. Things started to transpire in slow motion. It almost seemed like at that point. I did have the presence of mind to call HR, call my boss, let them know what was happening and so forth. Got that taken care of. Somebody else had been notified. Somebody else had notified 911. And so it was a period of time where my coworker on the floor was being administered to by the gentleman performing CPR, and it was lunchtime at this time, so there were people milling around, coming and going, and we were right in the center of the factory, where people were coming from the offices and the different areas of the factory, and they were going into the break areas for their lunch, and there we were, center of attention. And I remember there was a crowd gathering around us and so forth.